him in drag, and I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care what he does.
Wait, who's this?
This is the CEO. Like, keep going around.
That's the CEO.
The CEO of United goes and he's incorporating drag into their business and sponsoring drag shows. That's no wonder why he wants everybody, because he wants to be inclusion of all his friends. And listen, Adam, everybody out there, with all due respect, if I'm about to board a flight and I just happen to look into the cockpit and I see two lesbian pilots, one is Indian, one is Middle Eastern, one is wearing a helmet and eating Jell-O, I'm running the fuck off that plane. I'm sorry. Listen, let me explain something to you. I'm gonna be like, no, and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But because hear me out, DEI, I'm totally fine with it if it's at Starbucks and the barista is a non-binary vegan with green hair that is wearing a mask with a bull ring. I don't give a shit. It's coffee. If they mess up, I'll be like, okay, who's the normal? Give me the regular coffee. This is my life. This is flying on an airplane. And I'm telling you guys right now, how long do you think until this thing backfires and God forbid a United Airline crashes because of this shit right here? When are we going to stop playing the game of, guys, we got to make everybody happy? I will never, ever get on another United Airline flight ever. And if you're a United Airline frequent flyer, mile, whatever, I would look into either getting your money, having them cash that in, because it's horse shit. What? No, by the way, that's the FAA. That means they're hiring everybody at the airport, everybody that works for the airlines are going to be crazy. Like, can you imagine the flight attendants now going, hey, everybody put on your seatbelt, even though I don't know how to use it? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Can I add one thing on how correct Vinny is? And I'm speaking from personal experience. This is why DEI must DIE, okay?
Please.
Just play around with some letters. You brought up the airplane analogy, right? If you look into the cockpit. Now, the reason I say that I have personal experience with this, my father, all he did, he ran a business in the 80s and 90s. He hired only handicapped individuals. Did you hear me? Tom, what is that?
Go.
No. I'm following you.
He had a marketing company. This is pre-internet.
Yeah.
They handed out flyers in the neighborhood. Okay, my father was born with cerebral palsy. It only affected him physically, mentally very sharp, very smart guy. To ingratiate himself with the community, he hired specifically handicapped people to give them jobs. All they had to do was walk around the block and deliver flyers.
Nice.
Put it in mailbox. There was a good chance they missed the mailbox. Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Being honest.
I would every night at dinner, I would have mentally handicapped individuals. We called them a different word back then, retards. At dinner, I was raised among these people. Okay, it was the most insane, obnoxious, hilarious dinners of my life. Hence why I became a comedian. But my father, pillar of the community, gave these guys jobs because they had no other opportunities to have jobs. What's my point? There's a difference between handing out flyers and flying a plane.
I know.
Okay?
What a great point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
What
There's
are we
a difference.
talking about?
So when you look in the cockpit and the guy turns around, he's like, hello. It's like, no, I'm cool with you greeting people down there, but you hit the nail on the head. Bingo.
Thank